Hello everybody, and welcome to today's stream. Why is my audio output not working? Okay, think that we fixed that. Hope so. We're not having our webcam on, we're just going to be doing a stream without my face, because it's not always necessary for y'all to see me. I know I'm beautiful, but you know what, let's start with, just the character that's as easy as the day is long. Tainted Lazarus. Because we all know, whenever it comes to the easiest characters in the game, Tainted Lazarus is probably one of the easiest characters. You know, we can just warm up with a nice, easy run. No, I'm kidding. This is actually going to be a miserable run where we probably die over and over again as this character. As I try to flex, because gold does not generally strike twice. Unfortunately, I don't think that us just flipping naturally in a room gives us the other item payout, so we're going to do that. And Varicose Veins and Bone Spurs, really wish that it could be the other way around, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Varicose Veins is purple? I didn't know that. I don't think I've had it as my starting item that often, honestly. So that's a nice little trick you can do to get all the money. If you just stay in the room, you will only get 2 cents. So that's a trick to be aware of if you are playing this game. Or you might just be playing a character that has flying and then it doesn't matter, yada da. But yeah, so we're talking about the chest stuff, because that's the first thing I want to get out of the way here. So with the chest stuff, we got back to 1800 off camera. We got to like 1787 on camera, and we picked up those final points off camera. So I played some chests today, but mostly just Blitz, because my Blitz rating is actually very underrated at the moment, because I just haven't been able to get my flow whenever it comes to the Blitz stuff. You know, it's unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. Just gotta have faith in yourself, I think that's the main thing. I think any good chess player has to have almost like a psychotic belief in themselves if they want to be good. And that's probably why I struggle to be good, because I don't have that sort of psychotic belief in myself. But, you know, working on it. But yeah, so I streamed so late today because actually it was Tuesday, and I normally don't watch Twitch, but today I was watching a lot of Twitch because Magnus Carlsen joined the late title Tuesday, and I usually watch Hikaru on the early Tuesday streams because it's interesting. I did miss the Reddit react from him, so I can't recap everything in the stream. But he actually performed a lot worse than I expected. I ended up losing a lot of his channel points, which I gotta figure out how to do here too. Okay, so this is basically worthless, so I can go on this guy, and we'll head on down to the next floor. Probably overwhelming people with how much I have to say, but it's neither here nor there. I'm a streamer. Gotta keep it entertaining. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. This could be good. Let's hope for either an item or troll bombs. Okay, that could have ended badly. I got a little bit too aggressive there, wanting to make sure that it hit the thing, but I didn't need to necessarily play it that aggressive. I am going to use a key for this, and I'm just gonna wait this out. Actually, no, that's like a wimpy play. Like, come on. I'm not a wimp. Okay, so we are going to hit that Tinted Rock, which is going to be very good. I would say swinging towards Angel Dill's way too speculative as this character in particular, because while it could work out, you cannot operate under the assumption that a Dill's going to happen. That's going to get you in a lot of trouble. That is, like, just unreasonable. This is a very unfortunate room to do as this character because he is a lot stronger physically. But whenever it comes to the size, we're actually the same size because both characters have taken one makes you larger pill. They also shouldn't use flipped in the item room because we do have a guaranteed bill here, but I am going to. Because Book of the Dead, good defensive item, but actually it's hard to use this character because I have to use it before the room ends, which is really not how we're supposed to use this, but, you know, is what it is. Ooh, this is good. Unfortunately, we will not be able to get restock. I'm pretty sure, like, nothing happens if we use Mr. Me on that. If Mr. Me could, like, have a flipped effect, that would be awesome, but that is definitely not how it works, unfortunately. Okay, a lot of bombs here. This is good. Let's bomb here too. Oh wait, that's dumb. That was a waste. So we're gonna... I think that it's probably here. Tears up. Cool. Good to have in the rotation. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. And so could that. So we're gonna go to the boss room. We're actually probably going to go into the Angel Bill now, because we do not have a charge on Flip. I was planning on buying a charge from the shop, which bad of me to assume that there was going to be a charge there, but Perpeter. And again, we do have Mr. Me, so it's hard to decide here, really, what the right play is. No, I think we gotta operate under the assumption that there's no guarantee that we live to see another Dill. Yeah. Of course, it has to hurt too. If we would have been more patient, we would have got Brimstone. But if we would have Mr. Meat it, maybe not. So let's see what the crawl space has to offer us. We will take the hit here, just to see what's there, because we have plenty of health that we're going to be getting as this character. We're going to take the meat. We're going to take this. And, I mean, that could have been Brimstone, but, you know, good to know that this item can cancel out Mr. Me. That is good information to know. We gotta look on the bright side, you know, of things. Okay, 15 cents, so we could buy a shop item if things go well. Not that in general we should even be buying shop items, but I'm just saying. Let's get some protection as this character using Book of the Dead. These are a lot more dangerous than normal dips, because their speed is a little bit ridiculous. have to be careful that my computer does not fall off the charger, because it has been very sensitive about that recently. One of my streams, my computer literally died, like, mid-stream. It was bad. Okay, that'll help immensely. That was a really good use of flip. Getting bird's eye is huge. It sucks that the other item was just a spacebar item that we can't really take advantage of at all, but this was huge nonetheless. And there goes our dill. So I kind of feel vindicated for the choice that I made last floor, even though like it didn't pan out into anything at all. Our choice was indeed correct, like on a fundamental level at least. Does bird's eye actually get dampened by this floor being the dross? Because if so, that's like kind of strange. It feels like it's going out faster than normal. Okay, pay to play literally does not matter at all. Neither does Keeper's shop. Secret room's not there, surprising the audience. Okay, interesting. We're gonna... Okay, that was a good room to do that in. Oh, we probably want to grab that spirit heart as normal as. If I had to guess. I'm sorry if you hear the dog, like, moaning in the background. Okay, we have successfully dealt with that room. Very unlikely that we're going to get any sort of dill here. I actually feel like using Mr. Me as a bomb here is going to be good, or I guess maybe it doesn't work as a bomb. I thought it would just bomb him, but maybe it's working more like a purgatory ghost. What, Landon? Huh? Okay. Okay, where Mr. Me is helping immensely here. Okay, there we go. 10% chance for a dill, so not expecting it at all, and we're not going to get it either. No surprise there, really. We get a little bit of a tears up. So we've really strengthened our normal labs this floor, which is really good. Really good to see. I think that the normal fire is here, and by normal fire I mean the not normal fire, but... Okay, also not there. Interesting, so we're running out of options. It has to be here then. Yeah, in case that room has combat in it, we're not doing it now. But it's probably the mirror room. Looking at it, it's more likely than not the mirror room. Actually, no, there's probably one more room and then the mirror room. Oh, okay. You know what? We should go to the curse room too. Also, I did not go into the secret room yet. I don't think so. I actually want to grab this before transforming back. And I'm glad too, because giving this last 2 hearts would be a bit absurd. Just a little bit absurd. Because he's very powerful at the moment, so that would be a bit overkill if you ask me, but he does need a speed upgrade. Speed upgrade for this character would be nice. I'm gonna take a bit of a chance using my last bomb on this. It's a tears up. You know, I'm appreciative of it, even though it's a bit of a wonky tears up because our tears do this little floating effect now that's not necessarily the best, but we'll live with it, it's whatever. Kind of a scary room to start with, but we'll be fine. Yeah, so we're not both tainted lost, or called normal lost, sorry. Unfortunate. I was trying to like frame perfect so select the Book of the Dead because that would have been such a good room for it, but it's okay. It is what it is. All these bone spurs, I think, is a really good indicator that the Book of the Dead here would be a very good choice. And I was right. Gauging how powerful you are as this character is like harder than any other character because you have to keep in mind that both experiences, a lot of the times, are going to be very different. Okay, these heads are not all that scary. This one might explode or drop a consumable. He's going to do neither. Okay, we have plenty of protection. With our fire, we're going to be fine, I think. Of course, if our fire never procs, this fight is going to be a little bit difficult, but it's still going to be in our favor. Okay, there, now the fire's starting to come. It's proccing a lot less than I'd like it to, but it is proccing. Okay, and there we go, there we go. Very nice. Let's just flip, and we'll take this now. Yes, I think taking it as this character makes a lot of sense, since this character has gotten a tears up, but not a damage up, and we'll just head on down to the next floor. We're in a bit of a better spot than we were. We have some protection, so we're not going to lose our build next floor if we play our cards right. The game has given us everything we need to not just lose that stuff for no reason, so we'll do our best in that regard, and we'll head on down. Now, you could say if you really wanted me to be min-maxy, I should have gotten paid to play and just in another room, so I didn't waste a flip like that, and I get what you're saying, and like, there's definitely some merit to it, but just for the sake of convenience, it was like, why not just do it while we're there? We're gonna be able to get into the curse room here for free. I did not mean to walk out of that room. Okay, so this is good. This is good, but I want to get both. I want to get both. Doesn't really matter to me which way we get it both, but I do want both. Ideally, we get this guy with the extra life, and we get the we get this guy with the 7 sills because it'll be more damage. Which, don't get me wrong, our damage is good, but we are supplementing a little bit. Via the Book of the Dead, which makes us feel stronger than we actually are. And I wish my bonies just disappeared whenever I turned into this Lazarus. Okay, so this guy needs just a straight up Tears Up, and the fly item is good. It could help with turning into Beelzebub, whatnot, but this allows our trinket to just give us a straight up Tears upgrade, which is good, and I think the boss is actually this way too. So we don't want to be wasting our flipped. Okay, we also want Steam Cell, but we don't necessarily care about anything else there. Mummy is good, don't get me wrong, but it's just a 1-use item. Which means I don't have too much use for it, honestly. So that's the thing, with Flipped having such a large cooldown, even though the nerf did make Tainted Lazarus easier, but no doubt, he's a lot easier than he was before, he's still challenging. Could've went back to get it the way that I want it for this Angel Dill, but we might not even get the Angel Dill, so... You know, let's not be presumptuous here. That's what I will say. Okay. Oh no, this didn't work out the way I wanted it to. For some reason I thought it was not going to. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack, go into that vault, and we're gonna try to flip to give our other guy a speed upgrade. That's unfortunate, it happens. I'm not as skilled with those maneuvers as I'd like to be, I will confess. Worth. Well, I'm glad we didn't spend 2 keys on that, because I'd be remarkably more upset if I had. If they dropped the virus here, that would be so good. Okay, thank God we're giving this character a speed up, because the speed is now atrocious. But we have a good tears rate with this character, we have decent damage, we have supplemental damage with this character too, in the form of Little Harbingers, even though it's a bit dangerous. So overall, I would say I'm happy. Secret Room's also here. Not going in it yet, could have combat, and I need to speed up on this guy. We will go into it, but... See, this is the thing. This character, because you have to split and strategize, it's interesting, but you all... See, I would have not got the thing, so I'm glad I went in here for second. Okay, we do want the gulp, but we don't want it on this character, actually. We want it on the other characters to gulp that worm, because since we got the tractor beam, it synergizes where the downside of it is not even in the question anymore. So even if we get our tears rate on that character maxed out, we still want to keep the wiggle effect. So we'll do this. Okay, now we're gonna gulp this. Okay, so that's good. That frees up our inventory space for this guy, which is always good. What we'd want to use it on, I have no idea, but it's just nice to have one of those things. Let's hope that this is a bad trip. I'm willing to play this thing pretty hard. Hoping for an angel item here. Okay, no angel item yet. Let's pop this pill. It was a full health or a bad trip. We're not sure. Okay, let's get the payout here. Spirit hearts are good. We can take, like, this. And we'll leave the rest for our other dude. So did we get anything out of that room? A slightly increased angel chance. And a lot of health. Now, will that be worth it? You know, it remains to be seen. It's just one of those things where we don't know yet. We're gonna find out. I would say the health makes it worth it, but the angel deal, you know, I was hoping to actually get one first off. But having just all this health is really nice. It makes plays like this reasonable. I forget me now. Interesting. You don't say. Okay. Child's drawing is good. We will use that Forget Me Now. I think as this character you kind of have to use items like that. But we'll come back for it. Because the Book of the Dead, we're probably gonna try to get rid of the Book of the Dead instead of Mr. Me, because Mr. Me is just going to... It could have more uses potentially. But there's no guarantee either way, I guess. Hopefully we will get lucky and get the low percentage chance for a dill here. Really gotta hope that. I'm gonna take a bit of a risk, assuming that we don't need Mr. Me for anything. But I think it's a pretty safe assumption. I keep on getting hit by spikes. This spot sucks. Okay, yes, we want that item, but not on this character. This character has a lot of red hearts. It's time that we share a bit with the dead bro. Which would make a lot more sense if I was playing tainted Esau, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Okay, we'll fill this up. Get the containers. I was hoping the item room would be in here, which is why I went into this room, but it is not. So skipping an item room with a forget-me-now, I know 110% does not help your planetarium chance. We're gonna take this. Okay, some lucky fire payouts. I can be happy with this. We're seeing what's in the shop now. So we have two things as this character that are luck-based. Shot speed down is not a big deal. Mystery gift could be nice. Mystery gift could be real nice, so we will play for that. We just have to get a flip. And we want to find our secret room, because I think that's where it would be best served to use it. Okay, a bit unfortunate how that worked out. Oh, actually, never mind. Worked out peachy. Okay. We're not getting the mystery gift, unfortunate. I guess the secret room's probably here. Not there, huh? Oh, it couldn't be in either of those places. I have no idea, so we're just gonna go. Okay, let me see. Someone's texting me. Oh, two people were texting me. Let's see. Okay, gonna respond to them really quickly. Don't worry, chat. Not who I expected to be texting me, but it was two people. You people, you know who you are. A shout out, you lovely fellas. Okay, ooh, tough love? Okay, so luck stuff is our alive Lazarus, okay? Our alive Lazarus, we're gonna try to make the luckiest person in the world. Dead Lazarus, on the other hand, he will get the poison tears, because that's not luck-based. Also, I'm pretty sure seeing items with flipped, if you don't flip them, it doesn't take them out of the rotation, so... There's still chances to see that stuff. You know what? I will use this. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we retain the magician effect once we're back to the other guy. No, we lose it. That is bull. I'm in the same room. Man, God bless those souls who still have boss rush left. Because a way to cheese boss rush on a character where we're having a lot of struggles It's just have, like, a really good card, because it can save, like, a bad run otherwise, but... Okay, so strategically, we need to actually be the other character for our item room, so we're gonna do one more room. Might seem a bit wasteful of the charge, but, you know, sometimes that's just how it is. Okay. I am making it through this run, slowly, very slowly, but surely. Okay. This run has been a bit of a slog, unfortunately. Let's flip. Tough love. Love me some tough love. Very nice. Okay, let's go here. Horseman is showering me with flies. Very, very nice of them. Anything good here? Okay, this, a horse pill. Okay, so nothing good. I thought that was the speed down. Never remember the like question marks, but the speed downs are bad enough that I do commit them to memory. Even though I could just read them, which shows you how silly I am. But the one that I can't read, I don't commit to memory. Okay, so this Lazarus has room for a spacebar item again. So if we see a spacebar item, you know, we can consider it. Ventricle Razor, I think, was in our last shop, and that was a decent trinket. Not trinket, spacebar item. Would have cut down on move in time. Though, you know, I don't blame my mind for thinking of it as a trinket, because it kind of is like a trinket, if you think about it. Because unless you have another item, you can only ever hold two of them, like a trinket. Which is, there's no chance. Well, actually, I guess voiding would be like gulping a trinket, if you really think about it. That's some good eats right there. One bomb for two. I mean, two bombs for one. So that backwards and ended up sounding pretty silly. Okay. Take this. Take this too. Press space instead of this, which is what I was intending to press. And with a bit of a heavy heart, take this. And we take Chaos. And Challenge Up is not something I'm all that interested in, but hey, Perthrow. Perthrow Rune seems interesting. We can reroll that. And it rerolls into Rock Bottom? Oh man, are you serious? That's awesome. And the Chariot gives you like a crap ton of stats, doesn't it? So we have that in our back pocket. That's awesome. This is like a very good run. Now, all of a sudden, I'm really glad we took Chaos. Now, it is a bit funky, because I think Chaos only works half the time. Okay, listen, if we don't go in with the charge, we're gonna get a lucky deal that has, like, 2 great items. But we have to flip for it, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit here. And we're just out of luck on that regard, I guess. But I think the Chariot card gives me stats, so I am gonna use it. Yeah, our tears rate is now busted as this character. Yes, but no. Okay, we're gonna take it. But I want to use it on the version of me that has an extra life, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. So we're gonna hope for a spacebar item in the shop to, like, be able to... Hey, we're still this character. It hasn't worn off yet. It's kind of funny. No, so now our tears rate as this character is completely busted. You know what? This actually sounds like kinda a good time. With such a fast tears rate, I can get behind Tiny Planet. Normally I'd be like, Tiny Planet, I don't know, but you know, like, let's have some fun with it. Samson Shane, we legitimately do not care about at all. Okay, so we'd have to flip to get out of there, so we need to do one more room. Okay, yeah, we can do this now. The strength card would also be very good. Strength card would hit the spot, but fortunately we can't swing it right now. Okay, let's take the negative. Now, one character of ours is awesome, and the other one, like, kinda doesn't matter. This character just has, like, a normal run where you just comfortably win, but it's boring, and this character is, like, repogging out of control. So, if we've used that, would that give us 2 Damocles? Also, I need to look this up. Okay, let me see here. Service. Okay. Let's see here. I'm looking... Okay, let's see. Revived as Sainted Lazarus, correspondingly instead of Lazarus Risen. Okay. Okay, so I think how it works is we just turn into our other character with this item, which is fine. I don't mind. It would have been nice if, like, you were able to, like, merge together. But considering I don't think we can, that's fine. We are gonna do a victory lap, I think, assuming I don't deem it too risky. Which, if it is too risky, like, I'll be the first one to admit it. But currently, the plan is to do a victory lap. very tempting to pop Damocles, and we will, but once we finish lap 1. Because here it doesn't really matter, and it's just a liability to pop Damocles at this point. Whereas if we use it at the start of the victory lap, it'll be so much better. Now, hopefully we'll get... We could have a chance to get some defensive items, because we do have Angel Chance still. But man, our run has changed for the better. This has been a really interesting run. Chaos, you know, some people sleep on Chaos, dude, and Chaos can be awesome. It's not always awesome, but it definitely can be. I'm gonna take both of these on this guy. Shame we don't have a flip ready. It's really unfortunate. Or we could have just done it there and then not had to worry about this, but, you know. These things happen. Okay, there we go. Whenever we don't use Damocles, just like a random item will spawn to spite me. It just taunt me with like the possibility of it being 2, but I know how this stuff works. I wasn't born yesterday. But since we got the option now to get it on the other guy, how I think I'm gonna do it is once we find the boss room, I'm gonna pop it. And if you think I'm copping out, because you're like, you found it, but you didn't pop it yet, we're gonna go back, do the small room, and then we're gonna pop it. What? Why didn't we change characters there? Did we leave the room so fast that the game could not update and change our character? What? That's crazy. Okay, we're popping it before going into the boss room. This is a dank run, I'll tell you that much. Real dank. Damocles. Are you forgetting something? Okay, I really want Spirit Sword on this character. But man, does Damocles not work on Tainted Lazarus? Did I literally just put something above my head that could kill me? With literally no upside as this character? Are you serious? Okay, if Damocles does not work as this character, I'm not interested in a victory lap. I thought a victory lap with Damocles sounded really fun, but if we're not actually going to get Damocles results from Damocles, I don't care to do a victory lap. I'm not trying to flex or prove anything to anyone. Yeah, we're not doing a victory lap. But that doesn't necessarily mean the stream will end once this run's over. Just that we're not doing a victory lap. There are some items that, if you use, they really should be working on both. I hate to break it to you, it's just ridiculous that this doesn't work on both. It's silly. There's no reason for such an oversight. I mean, there's so many items in the game, it's understandable, and each character operates so differently, but I just think it's a bit sloppy. And this is coming from someone who generally only has praise for this game. Like, in general, my impression of this game, ask anyone, is overwhelmingly positive. But that is really disappointing to see. Now, even though it would be fun to use Mr. Soul on our very powerful character, Down Soul actually is going to be stronger here because we have less power on this character. So it makes sense that the weaker character has a bit of a buff with them. Or at least that makes sense to me. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you guys, but to me it makes perfect sense. Like, Chaos also not working as the character, like, it should work as both characters, because if it only works as one, then it's just too funky, it's weird. Because the cooldown on Flip is way too much in order to actually strategize around which character has an item like Flip and which one doesn't. It's just not practical at all. Okay, this character doesn't have Damocles, so us getting hit really is not all that concerning. No, here is where we gotta not get hit. It's kind of hard to tell what's behind all this stuff. Card reading, what's behind you? Oh, there's something behind some of these. I guess we'll do this. We'll go here, hope for a red portal. Red portal would be nice. Blue portal, of course. Since we're no longer doing a victory lap, yeah, see, here's the thing. Having to go into an item room specifically as the character that has Damocles is kind of silly. Like, I have to do enough backtracking as this character normally, I'm not gonna do more. Like, would it be nice to flex on the game in that way? Sure, but like, I don't care enough to do that. Okay, that character is in legitimate trouble now, though. Divine Intervention, good. Let's hit him with some Divine Intervention. We could die from Damocles if Damocles is being like a real jerk, but we should be fine. Our hope is for just like a red portal. Red portal and then we just quickly end the run. Let's go here. We could get Guppy. Not likely, but we could. Ooh, want this. Want this. Dude, I thought that was the double fly item, but it's not, so I'm a bit silly for choosing that, but it is what it is. Here's the thing, though. Even if Damocles falls, we're still okay because we do have an extra life. Like, it's horrible. Don't get me wrong, and we're in a much worse position than if it just, you know, stays up the whole time. But it's not like it's an instant KO. That being said, we're not going to be taking our time. Now that we've been hit, we're moving fast. We don't want to stay as tainted last too long. Quad shot is better on the other dude. Probably should have just flipped, but is what it is. Okay, we don't want to die, though, so we gotta be a little bit careful. Hoping that the boss room's, like, right here. Well, we get the shovel again. Actually, wait, can't the shovel, like, unearth, like, items here? Yeah. Another luck-based proc. That's insane. Okay, so we're taking the hearts as this character. Because he actually needs them. The other character, we're peachy as. Okay, sticky bomb's not really what I was looking for, but it's fine, it's whatever. One of the nice things is I'm only having to worry about Damocles half the time. Ooh. Those are all real good. Okay, we're gonna take everything on this guy. Double our damage. Depression. More tears. Okay. We're gonna say no to the victory lap. And we're going to just end that run peacefully, because Damocles and Chaos work stupid on Tainted Lazarus. But yeah, it's not everybody who can just play Tainted Lazarus and just win. Let's push our luck some more for this win streak. Let's do a Tainted Eden run next. Man, and a hell of a start for Tainted Eden. A horrible tears rate, mediocre damage, and low life. But, you know, this sort of lessens my theory that every Tainted Eden start, like, tries to be good at the start. Because I've started with Sacred Heart as this Eden more than any other Eden. Okay. Our tears rate somehow is even worse now than it was before. But we get some survivability. That is huge. That is huge. That is the exact item that we needed. And it's not even about Conehead being all that great. It's more about the fact that that's a heart where we can reroll into a better tears rate at some point. Because that was pretty much unavoidable damage there, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna take starter deck here. Hope for a good card. Okay, that's okay. It's more about having stuff to reroll through, though. That's the secret to having a good time with this character, is just having a lot to reroll, and not having a secret room reroll too early in the rotation. This character, though, with a tears rate like this, definitely a bit of a slog. Justice is nice. Our tears rate is still atrocious, somehow. Okay, our tears rate is still atrocious, but now we actually have damage, so it's like... It's bad, but at least there's some justification for how bad it is. Other than, sorry, we're out of luck. Okay, now it's just bad with no good reason, and we didn't get the hearts from Brittle Bones, because why would we? But Soul of Isaac is nice. Kind of useless as this character, but it's nice. It's the thought that counts, really. Consolation Prize, our worst stat is probably still Tears, or possibly Luck, but I'm guessing Tears. Okay, so we definitely have a run where we can't just rush to the next floor. If we had a Spirit Heart, maybe I would, but we gotta look for something here. And we really just don't have it, unfortunately. Okay, my only other guess for where the secret room could be is here. Spirit Heart somehow? Could be. Speed down. Atrocious. Something's wrong. Perks. Magic Mush! Magic Mush! Part of what Magic Mush would do would be a health up, so... It's kind of like Magic Mush. We're gonna buy a Spirit Heart. Soul of Lots would also be a good investment if I was sure that I could avoid getting hit for that long, but oh. It's sort of a poor situation for this. We've been streaming for an hour, can you believe it? Man, if I win this run, I'll play a Tainted Lost run next, and if I win that run, then this will go up on YouTube as the Unholy Trinity of wins. Wouldn't that be something? Because I think that other than Tainted Jacob, which is a whole another layer of evil, these three characters are probably deemed as like the worst additions. People on Tainted Jacob, I would say, are more mixed. There's a lot of people who hate these three characters. Tainted Lost, Tainted Eden, and what they sort of stand for, more generally. Which I don't blame the people that are like, you know, these characters suck. I get where they're coming from. As Tainted Eden at first, you know, I thought was kind of a bit too cruel for this game initially, but we grow to respect them. You know, if you have a bad Tainted Eden roll, well, hey, as soon as you get hit, we're gonna have a new one, so... Blood bag, blood bag, blood bag. No. Okay. We could lose our red hearts in a reroll, so that's why I was so aggressive with that machine. And if we got blood bag, that would also be huge for the dill, and us potentially getting even more items to roll through. Which is why I took it. You never know, lucky quarter may be in our future. We gotta min-max our advantages, though. That's the biggest thing. As this character, you gotta min-max your advantages and try to squeeze everything you can out of, like, a little tiny advantage. Like, the fact we got that item out of just an item room instead of a reroll, huge. We actually got the 5 bombs. Full card, less huge. That could be really good, though. Okay, cardboard box. Interesting. We'll blow this up. We'll take the treasure map. Full item room visibility, not item room, map visibility. And not that we'll necessarily even keep it. But it's just one of those things that it's kind of nice to have. It's also from a very interesting item pool. Where we could get just shop items, but also more spicy items, considering it's the VIP club. Or is it members? I think it's members only, actually. But either way, I think we get the point of what I'm trying to get at. Which is the item pool from it actually hold some interest. Now, there is some value in getting the dill in this roll because we got a couple of health ups. That's also great. But we also have this trinket, which means that this is free. It also gives precedence. Health down too, so it's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but Curse of the Maze 2 is the red and white pill, I think, so we'll try to commit that to memory. Okay, let's see here. Oh, you know what? The super secret room could be here. Okay, this is going to take a while, but I am going to use all those hearts on the Temperance machine. I think it is worth it. And to compensate you for sitting through that, I'm also going to go alt path to keep things interesting. Well, never mind, we're not going to use all those hearts, but we got another item. And I don't know, it might be in the Devil Dill pool because we took it like that. But us getting a free dill there really helped. We're going to go down to alt path now. Because generally, I would say getting the extra boss item in Repull is definitely an advantage. Okay, so boss is going to be up there, I think. Also think that's another health up right there. Okay, we did that. We'll bomb here. It was a small misplay to not go in there with the TNT, but it ended up working out. We ended up using our charge on the Nikolai guy. Okay. I almost got hit there by the champion. That would have been horrible. Okay, so what we should do is, since we have a charge, we should go back. We're going to prioritize the health up. No, that's not a health up. But that is a better thing to reroll than the full thing, because the full thing actually has a use of letting us into boss trap rooms under certain situations that we normally would not be able to get into. So there are some niche uses for it that could be more useful than just like a reroll into something else, whereas the something's wrong pill is literally useless for us. I thought so. Perks is interesting if there's a sack room here, but based on the layout of the floor, I'd be surprised if there was. That's how I'll put it. Not saying it's impossible, but just with the layout of the floor, I really don't think there's a sack room. Hoping we get a dill here, and if we do, then a sack room would be irrelevant anyway, but we'll see. Mr. Dolly, great item. Helps with the tears rate. Another misplay with that, but yeah, what can you do? Okay, just additional hearts there. You know, this might be, just maybe, it's a special room. It is. And I do think we want to do that room, just not yet. We don't want to do that room necessarily as the loss. Okay, so let's place our TNT barrel back here. This will be good, save it for later. I think it'll stay there, yes. And we'll go fight the boss now. And I'm not opposed to just keeping a planetarium chance alive here for our Tainted Eden run and just skipping this item room, since we literally don't know what we're going to be taking. And also the shop is also kind of too dangerous to take, because while Birthright in some respects would be pretty good with what we have, it would also be bad on the level of, well, this is definitely a decent run. I'm not sure I want to be stuck with all these items forever. I feel like we could get a lot better. We could definitely get a lot worse than a reroll, but we could obviously get a lot better, too. And I'm going to bank on the better side of that. 2 Tidget Rocks is really generous of the game. Much more than I would expect. Also, this room being empty is kind of nice. Whenever we visited on the other side, I didn't really take time to appreciate, just having a free room. But considering we have to be lost now, I find it to be much more beneficial. And I care about it a lot more than I did as the other character. Of course, there's risk, as always, whenever we're doing this mirror world, which is if you miscalculate at all, you could end up a gone bozo, which is not my preference. But the reward for survivors is so great that I think you just kind of have to do it. Especially whenever you get an easy boss like this guy, for example. If you're not doing the extra item, you're really handicapping yourself later on in the run, where we're going to need those upgrades from the rerolls more. Like, this floor, we're really stacking our item pool in our favor here. Because even though you might look at that and it's like, well, that's just a bland HP upgrade. Yes, it might be a bland HP upgrade in the here and now, but in the future, that could be synth oil, that could be growth hormones, that could be anything. From the boss pool. It could be Pageant Boy, be completely useless, undermining my point, but you get what I'm saying. Okay. So we're gonna fight the boss room, and then we're probably gonna head out on this floor. See, Blood Clot is an okay item. It's not the best, but it's definitely okay. And considering it's gonna change into other stuff later on, it's worth it. Now, I would say this run would be phenomenal, but having Bloody Lust as Tainted Eden is kind of like having a blank item. It's kind of like having Hot Bombs as Tainted Eden. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we don't need to do anything else on this floor. So, we will just do this. You might be like, well, that card that you were droning on about, you lost that card. If you know what, you are 110% right. But we're continuing to stack the item pool in our favor. We got Curse of the Blind again, are we serious? I might grab the item from our item room this time. Getting two back-to-back Curse of the Blinds here is kind of unfortunate. But I'm putting in the work, the extra time, in order to make all of our advantages manifest. That's hilarious, game. We just had Minecrafter, and now we have it again. Did I already go in here? No, okay. It's like, I don't recall doing that. Okay, now that's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. This still sucks. Health up, I can see forever, also good, but we have X-ray spec, so it doesn't matter right now. But it's nice to have in the rotation regardless. And I mean, if we get another Forget Me Now, listen, I'm not above taking it. It would have been nice to get the health up if we got like really stacked from our dills there, but we unfortunately got next to nothing from that, so what can you do? Except be grateful that you had a chance to do this floor over again. Because this is really a critical floor for Tainted Eden runs, I'd say. And I know what I said about this last time, but this run's actually a little bit better, so I'm a bit more comfortable accidentally birthrighting myself. Sweet Dreams also pretty useful, but doesn't necessarily matter. Another blood bag. Okay, so we don't want to blow that guy up because we actually don't want to get this dill if possible. Okay, please don't give me the dill. Please don't give me the dill. Okay. So that's good. we did not end up with the dill. Let's make sure that my computer is plugged in. Chat room, we're still not saying too much. Ridiculous. Dreamcatchers again. What a nickel I think is more interesting to take. Not objectively better, but definitely more interesting. Mom's Ring, that's another boss pool item. So we're very happy with this. We're gonna be fighting the boss again, obviously. Because it worked out so well the first time that not doing it the second would be a little bit nonsensical now, wouldn't it? We do have Kidney Stone, which is the only, like, sus thing about doing the boss again, but I'm gonna have faith in our dodging abilities. And if you're wondering why I'm saying Kidney Stone is a bit of a risk, it's because, well, with Kidney Stone, you can just randomly stop firing, and if you're not careful, that can mess up with your dodges. It's not that big of a deal, but it definitely can mess you up if you're not paying attention. Yeah, another health up, I'm actually not that interested in that. I also should be using Wooden Nickel more, I'm just not remembering about it, to be honest. Okay, we got a box of stuff. Trinket, that's nice. World's card I actually like. We have multiple color pills that are health ups, and I do not understand why. We're gonna grab the other 15-cent item, and then we're gonna head down off of this floor finally. Took us a little while, but I think that it was worth it, and us min-maxing the floors definitely, I think from a practical standpoint, very sensible decision. Okay, 15 cents here. Next floor, it's going to be another boss item, so if you think about it, we kind of gave up Wooden Nickel for another boss item for a future reroll, which is good. Oh, and some health, too. So that's definitely something I can get behind. Curse of the Unknown, kind of scary, but we're not sweating it. It's fine. Amnesia, how kind of you, game. Okay, we can't grab one of these bombs, sadly. It's just a little bit out of reach. We could also at any point get something like Black Candle, which would be, pretty nice. We have a lot of red hearts, so we shouldn't be sweating this. And I feel pretty comfortable doing that because of Well, frankly, how things have been so far, I know that was like a lot of health to give up, but that could be another shop item like Champion's Belt, which would be a very welcome addition to the party. And a cardio coin to boot. So now we can buy 2 items. Our health is definitely a bit low, so it would be in our best interest not to get hit till we can see our HP again. Alternatively, Black Candle could just be in the shop, which would also be a nice way of just knowing where we stand as far as HP goes. I know we're pretty well off, at least in terms of Spirit Hearts. We have, like, at least 6 hearts right now, but with how much things can fluctuate, that's, like, the only thing that has me a bit sussed out. Okay, hopefully Steam Cell from this. Of course, whenever I make a point of, like, us not getting hit, I immediately get hit, because, of course I do. Apparently last thing I burped was a burp. Definitely not the case. I think the bag of pills kind of mess with what the game thinks I took last, but I know for a fact that's not what we took last. Okay, so gel is like an item, but we're probably never going to use it, to be honest, because that just kind of seems frightening in our current state. Seems fun too, but definitely probably more frightening than fun, unfortunately. This is ridiculous, but I'm gonna have to place a bomb here in order to get across. Which is just a little bit silly, but it wasn't worth it either. To be fair, if it ever hit me, it would never matter, but hey, the 71 damage we have right now, like, I can get behind that. But this tier height is just, like, wacky. Can I hit you in per hitbox? Okay. And we will head on down. Stream chat is not very active today. Unfortunate. Okay, so there was nothing to worry about as far as HP was concerned. Our rerolls probably changed it a little bit, but not enough to really be all that noticeable. If we could get another, like, roll machine in our shop, that would be lovely. I'll bite. This is a horrible idea, but I'm taking both of these. We have Sack Dagger. That's nice. We also have Butter, which is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Okay, well, if there is a roll machine, we have a lot of potential money to roll through things with. But we also must have, like, car battery or something. We can also get this right now. Yes. Playground Butter is a bit annoying, but you could always roll into something a little bit more useful. On the other hand, you could argue you probably, at some point, will get marbles and then possibly annoy yourself that way. And what I say to that is, you are absolutely right. That's very possible. A reroll machine in the secret room might make me change my mind about that being there, though. Of course, that would be a little bit too nice of the game, so It's not gonna happen, but it would have been nice. Okay. Let's go here. Let us go in here. Was really hoping for a machine to roll through stuff, but it's not gonna happen. Unfortunate. We have a 100% chance for a dill, so that's nice. I think we have enough items at this point that we should be able to win this run with relative ease. I do legitimately think that. Now, whether or not I'm right, that remains to be seen, but... Okay, so we have full mapping, so we know this is just the wrong way completely. Which is sort of nice to know. Come on. Okay. The music is really gonna mess with because I keep on using the unicorn stuff. Okay, we ended up getting hit. We have Heartbreak. A little bit annoying. It made us lose a lot of hearts. Scapular is good, but I think it's been severely nerfed recently. Okay, so we don't want to use Heartbreak at all. Okay, so this is a good item. This I will take. This I will take. That I don't really care about taking, because there's really not a need to. We already have a spacebar item. It's from, like, the item room pool, I'm pretty sure. Could have gotten changed by now into, like, a shop pool from everything we've touched, but I don't think it has. Okay, don't care about that. Use the tower card now, see if we create any tinted rocks. Does not look like we did, unfortunately. That's the full card. I will bomb that, but not necessarily to have a full card, but more a reroll. A reroll on hand in the future. Okay, let's go here. We're heading towards the boss. This is the boss. I, like, know it in my heart that the boss is definitely this direction. Okay, I definitely don't want to miss the shot because I'm overconfident that I can, like, just no-hit the boss, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep on going back. We don't have enough health to, like, try to get something to roll through cards to get out of there anyway, so... Yeah, our health is getting to the point where it's going to start drawing from Spirit Heart, so we'll take there. There's really no telling where these rooms will be, so... Okay, Kurt's room, so I'm guessing that... I don't think that the item room and the shop can be adjacent to each other, so they're both going to be on those corners. Okay, so there's a teleport to the Dill here, which is good. You might be like, you already have flying. That's not really the point of taking an item like that. The point is just so that we have another thing to roll through. Like, if this was a normal character, Headless Baby, I'd be like, who cares? As this character, I'm like, that's a good item for the pool. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, this map was basically exactly how I thought it was going to be. It might have even a Spectral, which I'm not sure if we had before. It is possible that maybe... I'm not really using the candle item, so it's fine. Double full card. I mean, not all that, but I guess it's interesting, one could say. Is the secret room here? No. We should look for the secret room since we have enough bombs. Can't be there. It could be in between this curse room and the shop. Yeah, okay. Having an Emperor card could also come in handy. We're a bit low on health, which you would have never thought that if you were here. I'm telling you, like, you can roll through Red Heart so fast. We've already been to our dill, so bombing that to have a higher chance would actually be counterproductive. Okay. Okay, so some lucky Ghost Pepper tears there is really helping us out. Okay. Take the heart, let's grab the Polaroid. We already fought the lambs today, so we'll switch it up and go to Blue Baby. It could be this way or it could be up. I'm gonna be a bit bold and predict it's gonna be this way. Just based on a hunch. There's no, like, proof that would make me think this way compared to the other way. Because it could be in either location, but it's just my guess. Okay, that's just a bit rude, if you ask me. Arrowwalk, Hangman, we don't really care about either of those. We're not gonna be hanging on to these cards forever, so we probably shouldn't act like it. Definitely not hanging on to this run forever now. Okay, so my initial hunch was right, actually. Go here. And we're essentially gonna be hoping. And that room was pretty good, even though, like, all those items probably, I would say, under normal circumstances on a run like this, I would say are, like, just absolute garbage, because I don't want to get bad stats. And Cursed Eye is, well, Cursed Eye. I mean, that's 3 items that we wouldn't have had to roll through otherwise, so... Definitely happy with that. I was going in with more the expectation we were either going to get, like, 9 lives or some health, but, I mean, I could be happy with what we got, for sure. Okay, Spirit Heart, it's welcome. I kinda want some health here. Double Emperor is also nice. Yeah, so that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted some health here. This is kind of a bad room because Blood Puppy is going to get so much closer to advancing into his dangerous phases. But it's fine, it's fine. Lil Dumpy has come in clutch so many times recently that my opinion of him has become like 10 times more positive. I swear, he is a blessing. Okay, let's go here. Sadly, we're not going to be able to make Hush or anything like that, but probably for the best, to be honest. Okay, us losing all that was kind of really nice. We lost all those broken hearts. Definitely something I'm very pogged about. Sort of said that we're losing our Emperor card, but I mean we're in such a better spot than we were before. Oh, we'll just head on up. You did say if you can go back, just search the curse rooms. Maybe there's more items. Yeah, you could be right, but we also could be wrong. Getting Cursed Eye again, though, is a bit sad. Definitely not what I wanted to have happen, but... Hey, our run has improved significantly, so... Nothing really to complain about. Okay, 10 lives, No, we're just not gonna run a Cursed Eye ever, eh? We got a lot of red hearts, though. Lots of them. The battery wants to come over here so bad, but it's not going to. See, this is what I'm talking about whenever I'm talking about, like, health fluctuation. This is just ridiculous. Do we still have Cursed Eye? We still have Cursed Eye. Are you serious? I don't think you can roll into Birthright, so I don't think that we've Birthrighted any of the items. Tempting. Tempting offer. Okay, for a second I was like, no way we have a Brimstone range that short. We don't have flying, otherwise I would be very interested in what that guy has to offer. Luck up, range down. Okay. Well, I see that as a win. We're gonna have to play very well. We really got screwed with our HP rolls, which is just very unfortunate. We're actually not going to be picking up this health because we will not reroll 9 lives upon fatal damage. I'm not going to be a coward about it, though. I will take it now, but on the fight, it just seemed a bit too risky to take. Okay, so the Ankh seems like very nice if you don't think about it, but it actually has not really helped our situation at all. Because the Ankh is going to get rerolled before it would ever be used. This Ludo is a bit funky. There's like some delay, and it's not lag, it's just like, I think our shot speed is so low for it that it feels like I'm lagging. Or maybe not. Now it seems a bit fine. Friend Finder is good. Little Brimstone, that's nice. We do not have Spider Mod, that is just our friends, our buddies. I'm really fine with whatever we get here. Anything that pays out here would be nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's another item to reroll through. I'd rather have X-Lax. Both are pills that we're not going to use, but if I accidentally press Q, that's like way less dangerous to have. Horrible room. Hate this room with a bloody passion, but what can you do? With low damage, this room becomes mortifying. Here, it was just like kind of scary. Now, in a normal run with 9 lives, we wouldn't be scared of that room because it wouldn't be vital to get to the boss, but I'm just saying. Now, if we wanted to ensure our victory, we'd use Sanctorium to get rid of 9 lives and activate the Ankh. Because the only way we lose this is by getting rerolled, I think. So, objectively, that's probably the best play, but it's also very boring, so we're not going to do that. Because here we're doing well, but if we get hit, there's still some spice to the position. And I'm saying everything as if it's chess. I'm sorry, that's just become a habit of mine at this point. Alright. Thank you, PokeGo. PokeGo is coming in clutch here at the end. And a Tainted Lazarus and a Tainted Eden Run. We are victorious. Now let's ruin it all and fell the streak with a Tainted Lost Run. If I win this run, I think that officially makes me the best Isaac player of all time. Pretty sure that's how that works. Okay, so this is a pretty decent starting item. It's not the best because it might be replaced by something better in the future, but there are worse starting items. This is another run where we're going to be bombing the donation machine pretty early on. Sorry, donation machine. We're 1 penny short from what I want, which is Steam Cell is priority numero uno there. The reason why being because we could potentially get both. Whereas if priority numero 1 is School Bag, which is also really good, don't get me wrong, then there's like almost no world where we get both. Steam Cell first, though, there is a world because it'll be discounted because we get the Steam Cell, so. And everything else will also be discounted, so even if we don't get it, there is high value there anyway. Potentially. Shops might not matter, who knows. Okay, a caffeine pill. Gonna go in here, see if we can find a penny or something. Luck down sucks, but it matters a lot less as this character as other characters. Okay, really fishing for a penny here. Just one singular penny. I'll even hit the button. That's how badly I want a penny. Okay, that's not necessarily a penny, but it's not necessarily not a penny. If you think about it. Okay. Well, it didn't come back down to our bombs anyway. Okay. Let's see here. Secret room, I believe, is here. Gears up. Full health. Let's bomb this. I was hoping for like 3 cents there. So we at least get Steam Cell. Early alt path, no. I've used the key because I was hoping for a penny. We didn't get a penny from there. If we did, we would have looked like a genius, but as it stands, we look like a person who wasted a key. Okay. This run, though, is still a lot of potential upon the start until we got hit early on, and now all potential is dead. There's no point in even continuing the run, but we'll pretend like there is. No, I'm just so good, I didn't need that holy card. I got hit on purpose. Lol. Really thought it could be there, but guess I was wrong. We could take Small Rock without feeling any danger, because we have the movement speed for it currently. Small Rock me. As other characters, we'd be ecstatic. As this character, we're not too hot about that. For being perfectly honest. Secret room is probably here. I think we prioritize shop over item room because of the chance of holy card. This is also good. It's no holy card though, but it gives us our keys to get into our item room, which I will do before forgetting. Two spacebar items though for a start. I love me some Friend Finder. It's very good. It has a lot of cool synergies. But I think that its defensive prowess early game is nowhere near what Shoop the Whoop is, so we're kind of tied into taking Shoop. Even though Friend Finder is fun, it's a lot of fun. It's just early game, more of an ask. That's the main problem. Now the cost of that is just too great. I'm sorry. We did luck out on early game bosses though. Which I am aware makes me look worse for missing the holy card, and oh man, are you serious? You're gonna do me like that? Oh. You might be confused, you're like, why are you complaining? And it's not that I'm complaining. Don't mistake this for complaining. I am very grateful that the game gave me this, but it makes it so that, like, I have a serious chance of winning, which is not something I really had before, so us losing whenever I lost Holy Card early on sort of was expected. Now there's something to play for, and, you know, this is what separates the men from the boys, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna come out on top here. That being said, I'm gonna do the best that I can. And I'm not gonna ignore any chance to get ahead. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take those 2 pennies, and I'm gonna attempt to reroll the machine, and you might be like, well, what's the point? You know, if you reroll the machine, you're not gonna have any money left. And it's like, yes, but we have the Viera. Holy frick. Okay. Aw, man. That's such a tease. If we could have gotten that item there, that would have been so good, but unfortunately, no, we're never going to see it again. I still think that was the correct play, like, if you don't know what's going to happen in the seed, but now that we know what's going to happen, it now looks like a misplay, because, of course, it's like, well, why would you do that? Okay, we're taking this. Okay, there we go. Rainmaker down. This guy, I wish I would not have used Shoot the Whoop so early. These fireflies are so dangerous. I love the song Fireflies, but oh man, this boss has made me reconsider that stance of liking the song. Okay. Good dodges, good dodges. Okay, got out of that room quickly. Very grateful that we did not die in that room. That room is dangerous. That room is, like, almost so bad that if we live long enough to make it to the mirror dimension, we might not even want to do it because of how bad that room is. This is a normal character, it's like, you know, we might get hit, it sucks. But as this character, it's like, no. We get hit, we dead, son. There is no more us. Okay, Humbling Bundle would be amazing. It's actually a Humble Bubble. It's, oh, I can't speak. It's Humble Bundle, right? I don't remember. I don't think it's Humbling. Okay, Chocolate Milk Enemies. Oh man. I'm so on edge. Decap attack, there's ways to break the game with it. I'm not too privy to those, so I'm gonna just go back. I'm gonna take my Humble Bundle. Be peachy about it. Try not to stress out too much. Let's see what's in here. That will literally kill you as this character. I disagree fundamentally with the choice to make that so powerful that it can literally kill you, but I know that it does. So it's not about whether or not I agree with the choice. I know that it do. Okay, Perfection, very good. Lulhorn, I probably shouldn't have taken that so fast without thinking, but I did. We have a bomb. You might be like, well, what about it? Well, what about it? We can do the fast kill for Tapeworm. And I did save I didn't use Shoop to Whoop on the boss because of that room right here. This room is also kind of awful, but it's easier to manage. Okay, small rock, pretty good, pretty good. We're gonna have a bit of a lower movement speed, so we gotta adjust ourselves to that. But it's pretty good to have. Oh my god. I saw like an alternate reality where that went way poor. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to use the bomb to quick kill him because of a little horn. Okay, we got the speed up, so we recovered the speed loss that we got from Small Rock, and we're pressing forward. And I think we're on the right track. And you see, like, I was nervous to fight that boss again, but you have to understand, we're going to be doing this for the whole run anyway, so I have to have overwhelming confidence in myself and my ability to deal with it, because if I can't, then why am I playing this character in the first place? It's all about having that overwhelming confidence. This is just, I flex how good I am at the Binding of Isaac this stream. But, I say that and then immediately die. It would be good karma for making such a cursed comment. Speed down, range down. Range down doesn't matter. Speed down kinda is... It takes away the benefit of what we did last floor, but we still have a little bit of it. And we would have been in a much worse position had we taken that pill and not fought the boss, because then our speed would truly be suffering. Broken Ankh, I don't actually think revives us as Blue Baby, so... we'll take it. I feel very mixed about taking it, but I ultimately sided on the we take those. Okay. This is another boss that I did not necessarily want to face. But, you know, it is what it is. I think it's the one in robes that I'm more afraid of. The one that sort of looks like a mummy low-key. Those shrill bombs are scary. They can really stick to you. So what would we like? We'd like a holy card, or really just any sort of survivability. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Good to know that's in the rotation. We're probably close to Tears capped, because I feel like we're firing pretty fast for having Brimstone. So if we see another Tears up in a boss trap room, I might not be so... Yeah, we're Tears capped. This boss does frighten me. I don't care that we look like we completely crushed it. I was terrified. Okay, Twisted Marks is also really good, but I think Twisted Pair is just sort of an automatic take. Okay, that we're definitely not interested in. Okay, Strawman I would be interested in if we could just continue the run as Strawman if we died, but it sadly doesn't work like that, so Strawman is kind of useless to us. If we could, like, continue the run as Strawman, then, like, I'd have a lot more value in this item, but as it stands, it's kind of just one of those things that exists that I've not yet found a good use for. Other than, like, maybe Keeper unlocks, but I'm past that point in this game. But if we're struggling with Keeper unlocks, it's probably, like, a good way to get some achievements. That was terrifying. I almost forgot that I could fly. That I was just kind of, like, out of it, and, like, oh my god, we're gonna die, but we turned out to be fine. Okay. This is a big damage down, but I'm gonna take it. And just trust that us having like 6 extra shots is going to make up for any damage down that we feel. I'm gonna predict that we're not even gonna really notice a difference. And so far, that definitely seems to be the case. Twisted Pair definitely has made me feel more comfortable on this run, but the fact that no holy cards have shown up at all whenever we made a mistake very early on is kind of upsetting. Like, they definitely do show up more as this character, but not as much as you'd think that they would. Far less. Those people with, like, tainted loss streaks, some of them have, like, insane, like, almost sus luck whenever it comes to holy cards. Okay, I'm gonna bomb this. Speaking of sus luck whenever it comes to holy cards, thank you. Imagine that was a mimic chest. I might, like, uninstall. I might just rage quit. Okay, these bosses can be a little bit scary. We'll just use the strength card on them. We'll get the evil up. All bombs. Thank you. Yes, sir. We'll take the sun. We don't necessarily need it. And we'll just head on down to the next floor. I have enough bombs that even though this is probably just going to be useless to blow up, I still will blow it up. Just in case. Not getting too close to that. I would be furious at myself if I ended up getting hit by a blue fire because I walked right into it. Did bomb for that holy card, which I'm really glad I did. If not, we'd not be dead, but we'd be in a much scarier position. Okay, let's go here. Fun item, just Curse of the Maze tried so hard to make me get hit there. That was ridiculous. And the fact that it almost worked is upsetting. To say the least. Because that was a ridiculous, like... That was, like, the worst place to shuffle me. And I just got very lucky that I still... Okay, booster pack, automatic take. Not what we wanted, but we'll take it. I'm gonna go and do boss rush first before really spending my time in the shop. I'm not gonna do boss rush, just to be clear. I'm gonna go take an item from boss rush. We're strong, but we're not like play the entirety of boss rush as. I mean, we kind of are, but I'm not trying to flex on anybody. I'm just trying to have an absurd start to like a new streak. We'll go here. We don't have any other Guppy items, so I'm gonna take this. It's gonna kill our tears rate, but our damage is gonna be freaking insane. Too late for that. Deep Pocket, sign me up. Mystery Gift, we'll look for the secret room. Restock, probably not going to be all that useful, but I took it. Compass. You know, I could just mystery gift the item room. It was not worth it. It sounded like a really good idea in my head, but it did not end up panning out the way I wanted it to. Okay, but we could get Alabaster Box. And with all the hearts on the ground, we wouldn't even have to spend that much money to really make use of it. So, we're gonna do that. Just see how that goes. Ooh, Birthright. Birthright is an automatic pickup. Even if it screws us out of the Alabaster Box, like, you can't just not pick up Birthright. As this character, at least. It should be pretty much automatic. Wait, does this not work with anything but Spirit Hearts? I thought Black Hearts also sufficed, but I guess not. Okay, in that case, we're a lot less close than I thought we were. We would still probably fill it up, though. If not, I mean, it's the final shop anyway. It's not like we're gonna be leaving with Mr. Me, so... I'll take the Eucharist. It's a good item. 2 world cards. So we'll get 2 guaranteed Angel Bills, assuming we don't get Curse of the Exiled, which could happen. We'll also use the full card here. Growth Hormone's a fantastic item. And yeah, I'm very happy with the results of this floor. I actually will hold on to the Joker card. Now, obviously, if Unholy card comes into play, we're gonna ignore that, but until that happens, we'll just hold on to the Joker card. Because, yes, mapping is nice, but we have the compass, and of course we get Curse of the XL. Which really diminishes the value of what we had, but what can you do? Well, a quarter's nice. We have overwhelming damage, now we just have to play well. Which is the hard part of any run that gets really powerful. But as this character, like, if you need to get out the habit of being complacent after getting a strong run, this character is perfect. Because if you get complacent after you get powerful as this character, what happens is you just die. It's not that complicated. You will just die. Like, I did not get hit by the matriarch. That's how non-complacent you have to be, because one little slip up and you're not dead immediately, but you've really hampered the spot you could have been in. Immaculate Heart, I don't feel comfortable enough to fight Hush. I don't think anyone can really blame me for saying, hey, Tainted Lost, I'm not sure if Hush is for me. In this spot. Because I'm not a fight Hush every time you're powerful sort of dude. I'm more a, if it pans out, it pans out. If not, you know. I'll put it this way, there is no practical reason why we fight Hush every run. I think that item would make our run so much worse. It would kill our range. It's a shame, too. I was hoping we'd get something really, really good from the Angels. And I guess you could say, like, Immaculate Heart is a pretty exceptional item. With Brimstone, I'd say it's a lot less exceptional. Unless, like, you have Deadeye or something that, like, you know, Brimstone counteracts, but, you know, Immaculate Heart kind of reinstates. Which those things do exist. But I'm just gonna say for myself personally, I'm, you know, we could have got a lot better. We could have got a lot worse, though. It's not Breath of Life, I'll give it that. Okay, let's go here. That was actually, like, the main thing that would have me worried about this room, so I'm kind of glad we got rid of that. Not kind of, I'm extremely glad that we got rid of that. Don't know why my mind couldn't just let me say, yeah, we're ecstatic not to have that obstacle in the room. Okay. Monster Manuel is a total bait. Total bait. It's gonna give me Bob's Brain, I bet, if I use it, so I'm not even gonna pop it. Yeah, it could give me, like, you know, Incubus, Succubus, you know, something good, but the possibility of it to give us one of those, like, items like BBF or Bob's Brain as this character is just too much. Spoonbender is fantastic. Man, no chatters this stream, and I feel like this has been one of the most entertaining streams I've done of this game since the last Painted Jacob one. Kind of unfortunate. Conjoined here is actually kind of nice. deck of cards I'm actually going to keep because it could give us another Holy card, and if we get another Holy card, it's game. It's already kind of game, but then it's, like, completely game. Yeah, it's over. I'm not going to spoil the momentum by being like, well, this run was so good, we're going to do another one. We're just going to stop here. It was really fun, guys. I hope that you guys liked. This one's probably going to end up on YouTube, so if you like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And follow the Twitch if you want to see these runs live. Till next time, this is PrinceNightlen, and I'm out. Peace.